All right, welcome back everybody to another thrilling day of round 1 matches here at the World Peace Open hosted by Global Speedrun. Hope everybody has had a great weekend, and we're gonna wrap it off. I mean, it's basically still the weekend, right? We got some SMO speed racing. How you doing, Nixie Bunny?
I tell my employer that it's the weekend because I am currently at work while commentating.
Same. I hope everybody else is excited as I am. We got RedLunatic, we got BlipBlow, 2 very experienced tournament runners. How do you feel about this race?
I have no idea. I've not prepared for this at all.
What? Never heard of the legendary BlipBlow?
Also, you're not even sharing your screen.
What? I totally was. I blame...
You were at some point, you are no longer.
I blame Discord and or OBS. Hopefully we don't have to restart the stream. Come on. Come on. Oh, there we go. Alright, excellent.
Touchdown.
It wouldn't be a stream without a bit of technical difficulties. At least the stream didn't go down. Poggers in the chat, please. Actually, I think I disabled that. I don't know.
Let's find out. You, in fact, did not disable Poggers.
Darn it.
Oh, well, you disabled the, like, Franker face or whatever. Better Twitch, whatever the hell it's called. But you are, in fact, allowed to say Poggers, at least if you are a VIP or sub, or both.
Wait, do you think I meant I, like, banned it?
Yes. I thought that was...
Oh, no, I definitely didn't add it to ban.
I thought I was about to time myself out.
I mean, I appreciate you doing that for science, you know, putting your life on the line there.
Sure.
Very cool. But yeah, honestly, a little bit shocked that you've never heard of BlipBlow or RedLunatic. Definitely some solid community members, been around for quite some time now. But I'll forgive it, I'll forgive it.
Well, it looks like BlipBlow is the higher seed in this match. RedLunatic, I don't believe he was a qualifier. Did he just sneak into the top 30?
I think he's moderately high up on the list. I don't think he was near the bottom at least.
Okay, I seem to remember like 120, 121 being a time to have to go through the qualifiers, but that was, you know, in the before times of last week, so what do I know?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty tight.
Been capping them so far.
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, no, I was just filling time. You go. Whatever.
My brain only works so fast.
OMG, we can capture animals in this game. Poggers.
You don't just capture them, you actually possess them.
Wow.
Pretty powerful.
Take that, Pokemon.
Yeah, kind of weird champ, honestly.
Such enthralling commentary.
Not really sure why.
Alright, let's actually call some tricks here. BlipBlow with a little bit of a bobble, but able to get left side. RedLunatic, not able to get left side. He was close, but just not able to get it. You mean Froggers. Yep, you got me. Frogger tournament win.
Can you go ahead and end the last prediction because I am 2 head and didn't end it last night. Very cool. Very important, though, that everybody gambles in the chat room, lets us know who they're cheering for. It'll put a neat little globe next to your name, too, to let everybody know what camp you're in, whether you're a BlipBlow fan or a RedLunatic fan. The most important part, honestly. I mean, if you win the point battle, you honestly win the entire game. At least in my opinion.
I may or may not have just gambled 37,000 points.
Oh.
I hope I'm allowed to gamble.
Why would you not be allowed to gamble?
Well,
it's not even pre-recorded.
No, my point being that like it shows like some semblance of bias if I were gambling on events that I commentate.
I don't. Honestly, feel free to be biased. You can completely root for one of the players if you really want to.
Hey, well, all due respect to RedLunatic, I just bet 37,000 points on BlipBlow, so
I like how you're saying that like we couldn't figure it out on our own. Somebody's got to vote for BlipBlow, or excuse me, RedLunatic.
And there's 10 points.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Commentary. Is that not what we're already doing?
I don't know if I'd describe what we're saying right now comedy, but it's certainly words. Things are being said.
Thank you to whoever sacrificed 20 points so that I get like 1 point in return.
Yeah, honestly.
That actually happened to me on the stream once, Slackies, where there was a really biased vote that didn't go right, and somebody bet like 1 point and won the pot.
I mean, honestly, I think that voting for Red Lunatic is an incredibly good investment. Right now, the return is pretty high. Everybody's kind of doubting Red Lunatic. I don't think Red Lunatic runs this category. I think this is a classic case of a gamer with a PB in a category that is pretty irrelevant. So it's really probably going to be a lot closer than it might seem.
Well, I would take up your advice had I not already spent 37,000 points on Brooklyn.
Yeah, I don't think it would help you much if you were to lose, honestly. I think just, yeah. Alright, finally we got at least 100 points for Red Lunatic. Don't have to feel bad about myself. Both
kind of nervous that I've been sitting on 37,000 points for a while and now I'm sitting on 0. There was a lot of points I accrued just sitting in chats during SMM League.
I mean, it's probably not the best idea. I mean, both runners here are going to be leaving Cascade about the same time. I mean, Red Lunatic cutscene behind, but really not a huge deal.
In other words, please everybody bet points on Red Lunatic so that I can get some points if I win. Or maybe you can get some points, but more importantly, so I can get some points.
Yeah, Blipblow connecting with the Chain Chomp there. A little bit suboptimal, but not a huge deal. Still well ahead of Red Lunatic, leaving the kingdom. But, I mean, we've seen some pretty close matches between, honestly, pretty high-level contenders. I mean, yesterday, everybody counted Speed out pretty early. Keeping toe-to-toe with Hay there, the second seed in the tournament for quite some time, all the way through Sand until taking a couple of deaths.
No, nice. Good for Speed.
Yeah,
I wasn't able to catch that match. I was out and about.
The upsets are going to come. I can guarantee it. You don't expect them, and then all of a sudden some top runner gets bopped out by, you know, the 13th seed, so...
Yeah, I mean, certainly possible.
I mean, it's more than possible. I've seen it before.
Oh, yeah. I remember I was commentating 70 Star League semifinals, and D Whatever put up the a better time in a race than anyone else had ever achieved, and then he lost to Punkei 2-0 in the finals. Actually, it might have been 2-1. I don't remember. So, I mean, upsets do happen, and
I mean,
I suspect that some will happen eventually.
I wouldn't exactly call Punkei beating D Whatever an upset. Punkei probably the most consistent.
Like, it's also a 70-star category, or 70-star race, and like D Whatever is the 70-star god, so kind of an upset.
Yeah, I mean, still a pretty close race, all things considered, but that being said, Blipblow versus Red Lunatic on the table. Sand Kingdom. First Kingdom, we're going to see some differences from the 90% route. Cap and Cascade, pretty much identical. In fact, totally identical. Sand Kingdom, however, much more different routing. We're going to have to take out the Knuckle Tech boss, which is hidden under the inverted pyramid, which requires some trickery in order to do quickly.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest deviations in the route, I feel like, this and Wooded, because we're going to have to fight 2 different bosses for multi-moons that we would not otherwise collect. Okay, it looks like we're going for the roll cancel here by Blipblow. Red Lunatic, I think, deviating from the route a little bit, getting some of those closer moons first. Interesting call. Wonder if he's got something else planned. Blipblow into the inverted pyramid now. Yeah, because here he's on the Jaxi. And they don't collect this usually until after they climb the inverted.
Okay, collecting some coins too. I mean, maybe just for fun there. I think this is just a more beginner route here. I'm not entirely sure if it's even on any sort of spreadsheet or anything like that, but I mean, totally fair game to do whatever you're most comfortable with.
I know in any percent they collect 100 coin moon in Wooded, so perhaps he will be going for that, and that was why he collected those extra coins.
I mean, I'd be very surprised if we saw a shot moon. I think it was just muscle memory from doing Jaxie skip.
That's possible. Or swag. Could be either.
I mean, you don't have to do, you know, the really quick moons, but I mean, you don't have to go into like a building or anything in the wooded shop, but it's still have to sit there and talk to the weird robot thing. And Red Lunatic, we're seeing him have a lot of issues with this IP clip. Finally getting through the door, but having a lot of struggles. Does have a few extra moons though on top of Bliplo, so the difference is not quite as large as it may seem. Going to be catching up to Bliplo here at the top of the inverted pyramid shortly.
God forbid you should have to socialize with the Cappy Cap employees. Now, is Sarbomba, we've seen a couple runners do a trick in Harriet that I'm sure you guys in the chat know by now, but involves sort of freezing a bomb in midair. Is that only possible in Bowser, or is it also possible here?
Yeah, you can't do it here because she doesn't throw as many bombs, I do believe, is the reasoning.
Nice.
Not a huge buff on that trick, have not even really... I mean, I've seen it now. I think Spezzy did it in the tournament, but I mean...
Spezzy did it in the qualifiers, and there was one other person who did it yesterday when I was commentating. Oh, Strav did it. That's right. Yeah, literally I learned of this trick while watching it in commentary. So, I pogged. Is that a verb?
Yeah, unfortunately, I think it has become a verb now. I think it's several different things all at once. I mean, Twitch emoticons kind of transcend language at this point.
Yeah, that happens.
Still trying to figure out if no cap is, like, Kappa, or, like, what is that?
That means, like, so cap, like Kappa, would mean sarcasm. By the way, going for the quick turn here is Blip Blow. So no cap would mean no sarcasm, i.e. I'm being serious.
Yeah, but I mean, people who aren't on Twitch say that, and they spell it with a C, so like, what does that even, like, I don't get it.
I do not know. I actually thought they were just referencing Twitch. Gonna go for a juggle here.
Yep, gets it pretty solidly. Gonna be nail on that cage with one bullet
bill.
All
right.
And the other one, gonna cap it and collect the moon. Very cool and epic. Red Lunatic, on the other hand, wrapping up the Harriet fight. And remember, he does have a couple extra moons that he got before doing the inverted pyramid. So, Bliplo going to be rolling down into the hole in the ground here, heading into the ice cave first, which is kind of a big deal, but Red Lunatic won't be too far behind.
The use of the phrase no cap, this is from Urban Dictionary. The use of the phrase no cap is meant to convey authenticity and truth. The phrase originated in reference to decorative gold teeth, which can be divided into two distinct varieties: permanent gold teeth, aka perms, or caps, aka pullouts. Whereas caps can be pulled out with ease, perms, as their name suggests, are permanent. They cannot be taken out for a job interview or court date. They are an honest and lasting expression of the owner's realness. I would only get perms because people who wear pullouts are fake, no cap.
Okay. I like it better being Kappa, honestly. That doesn't make...
Yeah, same.
Why are the kids these days referencing false teeth? I don't understand. I'm confused.
I don't know, but...
Troubled youth, perhaps.
Back in the days when Subway sandwiches used to be $4 on Tuesdays, I would get a sub for dinner on Tuesday, and then bring the second half with me for lunch on Wednesday. This is, back when I was in elementary school.
Back in my day.
I would wrap it in aluminum foil, and the kids would ask for my foil so that they could wear it on their teeth, pretend they had silver teeth. That is the extent of my knowledge of drills.
Alright, well, Bliplo going to be fighting Knuckletech here. Pretty...
Such enthralling commentary.
Pretty easy boss. Not the hardest boss in the game. Wait, what?
I said, what game are we playing again?
Super Mario 64, I think, and Red Lunatic.
Lunatic's gonna take the first death of the match.
Yeah, but doing the ground pound there, saving 0.05 seconds perhaps. Actually, probably not, because started that animation for the ground pound right before the void, so actually probably losing time with our ground pound, but it's okay.
But the good news is it's not a particularly costly.
Oh, he needs to do an up throw! He really needs to do an up throw there.
Make that 2 deaths. And actually, if Red Lunatic had gotten that up throw successfully, and he's just going to wait for it now,
yeah.
He would have been right there with Blipblow, taking 2 deaths while Blipblow was in the same room with the same amount of moons.
Yeah, we see players have quite a bit of issues with this underground section, unfortunately, and Red Lunatic throwing the cap the wrong direction, using a tiny bit of time there as well. And those little time saves, they do matter. I mean, the big ones are obviously the bigger issue here, but all those small time saves, time losses rather, add up rather quickly.
Like Blipblow going to be on the Lake Kingdom. Red Lunatic looking for a second hit here. Thankfully, boss fight going pretty good so far. Very clean second hit.
Yeah, we haven't seen any major malfunctions on the Necrotech fight so far, I don't think. I believe as Harkos was literally 1 health somehow in this fight, which was kind of scary to watch, but usually won't have issues with this fight, although dying, especially in the later phases, is a lot of time loss, clearly.
Yes. Yeah, this is one of the longest segments they're going to play. This is a lot longer of a boss fight. Taking a hit of damage, but that's okay. Gotta actually hit the face now. Gotta actually hit the face now. Gotta actually, thank you. Red Lunatic saying, I hate Cappy. I have bad news, because Cappy is an integral part of this entire game in any category or casually. This is a pretty big deviation, because they're going to be going for the beginner any percent route, because they obviously have to fight Rango to get world peace. So we will not be seeing Lake Clip there. I have definitely seen races won and lost on Lake Clip, so I'm very glad to see the runners not have to do it in this route.
Yeah, I think it saves even less time in this route, or in this category rather. Ooh, getting Killy Piece to get very excellent job at Blipblow, avoiding that nose. But yeah, Lake Clip not the most crucial trick, if at all, and World Peace, and having some issues on the pillar there.
Yeah, the hitbox is kind of wonky. You can kind of hit it from an angle, but he was really going from the side.
Yeah,
I don't think he had the height.
You definitely don't want to be on the side of the pillar. That's a little bit too out of position there. Go for this fishy jump here. Be a little bit closer. And go for a ledge grab. A loop there. Pretty quick.
Rango definitely one of the easier bosses. Apparently this trick is really easy, and just skips the entire phase of...
I don't know if it's the easiest boss. I mean, Spirit, you literally just jump and hit his hat every time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I definitely think Topper's harder. Harriet, probably a little bit weirder to get used to.
Harriet is at least failable.
I mean, Rango's kind of failable if you don't really know the timing, for sure.
Yes, but this is the World Peace Open on GSA. I think the players know the timing.
No.
Casually, yes. Casually, anything is failable. I screw up Spirit playing casually.
Spirit, you can literally just like stand right next to him and jump, and there's like an 8,000 frame window where you can hit him on the head.
8,000 frames, that's like almost a minute. Well, 30 frames. I guess this is a 60 frame a second game. Imagine a bus. No. Meanwhile,
why is that
cursed
saying going
to the
around?
pillar.
I've heard that reference like 4 times today. I've never heard it in my life. Is that like a Twitter meme?
What? Imagine a bus?
Yeah.
Okay, so are you familiar with frame rules in Super Mario Brothers?
Yes.
Like the original. Okay, so.
Okay. This is a different bus. Never mind. I was okay. Different bus. I have heard that one before.
Yes. The explanation that somebody famously gave for those in chat unaware. Super Mario Brothers frame rules. You can only exit a level or a screen every 21 frames. The game only checks every 21 frames to see if you completed the level. So the explanation was, imagine a bus that only leaves the station every 21 frames, which is how I wish public transportation worked, and not every whenever we feel like it.
It's always a good time when you stand around and wait for a bus for like 30 minutes and the bus doesn't come, and then you wait for another 20 minutes and the bus still hasn't come, and you're like, oh, it was supposed to come 30 minutes ago. Very cool and epic.
Yeah. Very convenient, especially when they publish a schedule and then don't follow the schedule at all.
Yeah, following the schedule though, Bliplo gonna be nailing that nut clip and getting the gauge skip. Very cool strategies from him. Gonna be saving some bonus time here and having some pretty big shoes to fill for Red Lunatic. And Red is just now leaving Lake, which the lead hasn't grown by too much, but Bliplo not making too many mistakes here.
Yeah, other than those 2 deaths in Knuckle Tech, this has been a really clean race by Red Lunatic. Hopefully he can keep up the pressure here. Make this an interesting race. Although so far, Bliplo, I can't think of any mistakes he's made.
I definitely think overall the biggest issue for Red was the sand routing was a bit wonky. Definitely lost a bit of time there, and obviously the death, but Bliplo going to be going for FRS here. Nailing it easy peasy. Not even needing to do any sort of vectoring, just has the speed, has the positioning, isn't worried about it.
Meanwhile, Red having some trouble with that bunny, finally getting. Alright, let's see some tower skip. Great tower skip.
I'm gonna say, I mean, I've heard people say stuff like great tower skip, and we'll see if they get tower skip, and it seems like that is like the most lenient jump of like anything I've ever seen in this game that has a name.
But also, you are essentially going in blind, which makes it all the more impressive. And Red Lunatic, unfortunately, not able to get a gate skip there. Thankfully, not as punishing as any percent, but still pretty punishing.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. Only really saves the cutscene time and a little bit of time grabbing those onion gamer here.
Dang it, somebody told me the name of that and I already forgot it.
It's called an uproot, aka an onion gamer.
Okay.
AKA
I've just always gone with the nut
dude.
guy. But I guess it does look more like an onion than a nut. Potential spam trying to join the chat. Shout out to potential spam.
Wait, what?
I got a spam call on my phone.
Oh.
Bliplo taking the bonk.
I'm going for some pretty baller movement here, though. Just Grane boost. Oh, okay. Never mind. Bliplo, nothing to see here. Everybody avert your eyes. Red Lunatic is the one to watch for sure. Alright, here we go.
I love cutscenes.
Yeah.
One shot like a boss.
It's what everybody hates to see, right? Any sort of failure. Oh my goodness.
Oh no, is he going? Please tell me he's not going to Lost Woods.
No.
Oh my god.
The Lost Woods. No, he's not going to Lost Woods. That's not an area where you can get deep wooded. He was going for the Flower Road, which is definitely not something you want to really fail.
Well, that's a relief. He doesn't have to go back far.
Yeah, this will work easy peasy. When you get that story moon, it'll always spawn you back there, so it's not a big deal to take a death on Flower Road, even though, I mean, we saw the Rage Pause coming out. I think he was playing it safe is what happened, and then still got bit, so gotta feel bad.
A little bit of an issue with this windmill for Bliplo, now cleans up. Strav getting that 4th shot yesterday was awesome.
Oh yeah, it's like unbelievable.
Red
fast.
Lunatic, great save though.
Amazing bonk from Red Lunatic. Absolutely choice. Oh my gosh!
And then after all that, he had it and then just missed the cap bounce, and here comes the rage captures. Death number 4 from Red. Gonna have to spawn all the way back at that story moon. And where the last death wasn't particularly devastating, this one is.
Yeah, I mean, still not the worst, but like taking 2 more deaths here in Wooded after taking 2 in Sand is not where you want to be, and can't quite make it up tower, unfortunately. Gonna be doing a lot of ledge grabs just for safety. At this point, very good call in my opinion.
Yeah, at this point you can't throw good money after bad. You pretty much have to get it to have any semblance of staying in this match. Especially now that you're more or less half a kingdom behind Bliplow. There's Torque Drift. Nice early hit on phase 2. Now the boss rematch on Torque Drift is actually some semblance of a challenge. This, though, not really.
Yeah, you gotta start out somewhere. Definitely think casually the first time it was challenging enough, you know, figuring out how the boss can attack you, what your goals are.
I'm like 90% sure I one-cycled this casually. But I could be mistaken. Do not quote me on that.
I'm fairly sure there's more than one cycle, so that's quite impressive. But Red Lunatic going to be taking a tumble here in the same place Bliplow has fallen, but Bliplow making significantly less mistakes, so can forgive that a little bit more. Red Lunatic, on the other hand, got to be having a bit of a downer moment on himself here. Needs to hold things together, though. Can't get too upset.
He does one-shot like a boss. That's good news. And then takes a bonk. He's going to have to climb back up.
Oh, man. These bonks are adding up really quickly.
Yeah. And you can tell from the rage captures, his heart's probably not all the way in it at this point. This has got to be really frustrating. Collects 3 flowers instead of 2. Gonna have to burn some off. Don't fall here, don't fall here, don't fall here!
Red!
Oh my god. I just aged 10 years in the last 5 seconds.
That was amazing. That was great to watch, I'm not gonna lie.
Happy 37th birthday. Alright, let's see a clean windmill here, though. Missing the first shot, but otherwise... 5-shotting. Okay, good job. Bliplow off to fight Bowser.
Yeah, and Red Lunatic only preparing to fight Torque Drift, and Bliplow's already in the Bowser fight. The lead is becoming insurmountable, and Red Lunatic really needs to hold this together here and hope for some mistakes out of Bliplow at this point. And it's got to be more than a missed fast hat or 2 for sure, which Bliplow not looking like he's gonna even fail those.
By the way, somebody put in 1,000 points on Red Lunatic, so my potential gain is still like 600 points, actually.
Definitely worth risking it all on a match where you don't know either competitor.
Yep. Oh yeah, go check out UAP. Do you want to tell us a little bit about Urban Arts Partnership, or do you want to wait for more opportune time? Because we've seen some disasters in Lost Kingdom.
I think that Bliplow is going to handle this pretty easy peasy. I honestly think any of the Lost disasters after Meme Tree are kind of way out there and unexpected. What is not unexpected is UAP doing amazing things for the community, amazing things for kids all over the United States, sending a lot of kids to college, to scholarships, college prep courses, as well as, you know, getting them ready for the SATs, ACTs, all sorts of things like that. And they are also supporting our tournament here, so they are putting up $500 of prize pool money which is gigantic, very epic and cool. And yeah, shouts to UAP.
And at $500 is all it takes to get a sponsorship here, Matt. You might be hearing from me, actually.
Oh man.
Got the wheels clicking there. And I think it's going pretty good here in Lost. For Blip Blow. Red Lunatic finishing up Cork Drift. Getting the Cage Moon. Let's see if he gets Bridge Skip for the swag. Good setup for it. Oh, he does. And a gorgeous Lost Kingdom for Blip Blow. Red Lunatic just now getting out of Wooded. He's gonna have some work to do. But, you know, anything's possible. Blip Blow could take a death on Mecha Brutal. I'm pretty sure we saw somebody take 2 deaths on Mecha Brutal in one of their first round races, so... anything's possible, make sure you stick around.
We can see deaths anywhere. I mean, we can see deaths in Metro. We've literally seen deaths in the festival. So, I definitely would not say it's impossible for Blip Blow to lose time all the way up till Mecha Brutal. Although
oh, so we don't do the 2 o'clock match. That's good news. As much fun as it is hanging out with you, I do have a meeting that I have to attend this afternoon, so I am glad that we have some more commentators filling in. Night Metro coming up for Blip Blow. A lot of chances to make mistakes here, but the good news is that, at least from the races I've watched, the Mecha Wigglers have been very clean. I wonder if either of these runners are going to be going for Sewer Clip. That's the big thing we're going to want to see here.
I mean, Red might just want to YOLO it, honestly, at this point. Not a bad idea.
Red might want to YOLO it, and Blip Blow, I imagine from his time, is probably capable of doing it. Actually, Blip Blow might want to think about not doing it, because he's so far ahead, just not chancing it.
Yeah, there's definitely no point in Blip Blow going for any crazy strats here. He's definitely got the lead. Probably watching the restream in some capacity. I don't see Blip Blow risking it all on it. You know, it's a sizable time save. It's just completely unnecessary.
Getting all 3 Goombas on that platform, again, not particularly helpful to the run. Oh, hey, I have to leave at 1 o'clock. That sucks. Something just popped on my calendar in 10 minutes, so I'm gonna have to pop in a little bit, unfortunately, as soon as Blip Blow's done with Metro. On to Mecha Wiggler now. Good first round of hits. Really good first round, actually only needed a minimum 3 shots. Now just a waiting game. We can look over at Red Lunatic, see how he's doing in Lost. So far, so good. I don't believe he had any issue with the first Bowser fight.
Yeah, I'd hope not. It's not too hard of a fight. I mean, even if you go for fast hats, especially at the level these players are at, fast hats should not be much of a challenge. Definitely a surprise to see a runner miss even 1 fast hat.
Especially in the first fight. It's one thing to do in the second fight. Another thing entirely to do in the first, when they essentially give you the first hat for free. Alright, second phase now. Looks like there was a couple misses there by Blip. Having some problems collecting it there. This is interesting. But other than that, only losing a couple seconds to Mecha Wiggler, and you really like to see Red Lunatic cleaning up Lost Kingdom pretty well here. Opting not to go for the cage, just gonna take this safer moon. Now heading for Bridge. I don't think he's gonna have the skip. No.
That is true, Red. I mean, the digital versus physical, I mean, that's too massive of a difference to make up. That is quite unfair. Might have to give Blip Blow a 4-hour handicap here.
That would
quite
be interesting,
true.
like, if certain players should get handicaps or not for, digital versus physical.
Definitely not. I mean, if you really, really think it's necessary, you need to save a few seconds, just get a copy of the game on digital. Pretty sure it's even cheaper to buy it on digital than physical.
Really? How would it be cheaper?
Well, you're not buying a physical copy. Plus, it goes on sale more often. I know there was a deal where you literally could buy a Pro Controller and just get the game for free. I don't know if they're still doing that.
Yeah. Gonna go talk to Polly and then collect some musicians. Red Lunatic just starting off Night Metro. Hopefully he gets a good Mecha Wiggler to stay in this race. I mean, these players are definitely not 7 minutes apart. Yes, Red Lunatic has made some mistakes.
Oh god, why'd you have to say
it? Yeah, that's on me. That one's my fault.
Easy, get out of here. What are you leaving? You're cursing the guy. Come on.
Alright, fine, bye.
That's one way to exit. Wholly understandable though. Having some work pop up, kind of more important than some Super Mario Online, I guess. No luck is needed, AC, only pure skill. These racers have plenty of it. I don't know if I've got any of it, but I'm certainly going to be here, and I'm certainly going to be saying things into the microphone, so that's all that really matters. Even figured out how to edit the overlays. Doing a great job. Commentator impressed with himself. Hope everybody else is impressed with the gameplay on the screen. If you are, please follow the racers. I did plug them earlier, I believe. Actually, no, I didn't. I lied. I will plug them again. For the first time, actually. Definitely worth going and supporting the gamers here. It looks like Bliplo. Did Bliplo forget to get the trumpeter, or like... What's going on here? Looks like that might be the case. Lunatic, on the other hand, going to be dispatching the Wiggler here. One more cycle should do the trick. We'll see how the pattern goes. Bliplo has collected all the band members, so the taxi is now gone. Going to go ahead and head into the sewers here. Oh, did you just mess up the roll off the railing? I think the roll off the railing is pretty standard. Should have just had a bad angle or just not enough distance. And a kind of bad pattern for Lunatic, but not too bad. Could clean it up, no problem. Needs one more shot here. Oh, okay. I don't know how that first one connected. That first one did not look like it would work, but Bliplo here making quick work of the sewers, and as expected, not bothering the sewer clip. Doesn't need it. Gonna go straight for the normal strats here. Now it is time for everybody's favorite part of the run, the festival, Cat Jam Central. If I see any Pep Day Ds in chat, I'm going to have to go on a rampage. I have to utilize my mod sword. Only Cat Jams allowed. Emrys, you're playing a very dangerous game here, buddy. Alright, I'll forgive it, Alright, bird please are allowed. Bird please are allowed. We might have to get Rat Jam. We've got a lot of Rat Jams in the chat, a lot of casual Rat Jams. I can see it. I can see the love behind Rat Jam. Gonna have to turn up the tunes for this one. Mulan, come on. Talked about this. We got too many brackets, Rock Chalk. Way too many brackets. You gotta have the specific code, the secret password. Ooh, some dodging skills from Bliplo there. Dodging a barrel. Very epic and cool. Gonna be doing a little bit of damage boost action here. Uh-oh. Oh, getting a bit trolled by the 2D Mario physics in this game, and needs to be careful here. Could potentially take a death, but is playing it safe. Using his noggin. Gonna be taking out DK, no problem. Red here going to be collecting the Cafe Moon and then heading over, I believe, to get the trumpeter. We'll see what he does. Red's been doing some strange stuff, I'm not gonna lie, but it does look like we are indeed getting the trumpeter. Can never be too certain. Got some Cat Jam hate going on in the chat room. Milan, I mean, there's a reason why I declined your commentator status for the next match, and it's definitely not that it was already taken. I just made that up on the fly. Man, no love for Cat Jam. I don't know what it is about the GSA fans, but there's just no love for the Cat Jam. I don't understand it. I really have to get to the bottom of this one, but not right now. There's too much SMO speed racing going on. Much too important to gameplay to watch. As Bliplo enters the happiest place on Earth. Red with some pretty nice movement here in the sewers. You'd love to see it. And Bliplo getting a very fast clip there. Love to see it. Making it short work here. Going to have to switch the audio over to Red Lunatic side here in a second though. Much too important to get that festival music twice. Too much jam potential. And Bound Bowl music kind of overrated. Actually, well rated. I'm not sure anybody really particularly is fond of the Bound Bowl music. Pretty sure it's the same as the KFR music, isn't it? What did we say about the Pepe Ds? The Pepe Ds are banned. Come on. There's a reason why I'm petitioning to get them removed from the BTTV. Come on. You can't do this to me. I'm gonna go on commentary strike. No more filling in on comms. You're gonna have to deal with it on your own. Silent gameplay. Got some guessers in the chat though. There's Allison Rose, not here to be bankrolling the Twitch subscriptions, but can still put some guesses in the chat. If you get it correct, you get some epic swagger points. Fair enough, fair enough. I suppose both are fine. As long as Cat Jam gets some love, I won't be mad. Speedrun Academy is pretty hype, not gonna lie. Looks like we got a 53-83. I don't think there's any guessers in the chat, unfortunately, this time around, but always try next time. No 69 420s either. Okay, Red Lunatic on a little bit of a red bar here, but that's okay. Gonna play it safe. Doing some crouch sit-ups there, very important. Squats, that's what those are called. Not exactly the most athletic individual, as you might be able to tell by my workout commentary here. Crouching sit-ups, very cool. I mean, Bliplo is certainly on pace to win this match, and that is what is important. PBs are cool in races, but, you know, as we progress in the tournament, they're going to become more and more uncommon. We've seen quite a few so far, but, as I said, runners that have had more experience with the category, more hours on the clock, it's going to be a little bit more difficult. I feel like Red, you know, could potentially have no splits to go off of, so I have absolutely no clue. But, you know, thinking about the couple of deaths that he has had, makes it pretty unlikely, but like I said before, Red certainly capable of pulling off a better time than a 122. Pat apparently eager to see some Minecraft speedrunning. Very cool. Imagine if GSA were to run a Minecraft tournament. Very, very random thing to say, I know, but imagine if that were to happen. That would be quite surprising. Red having a little bit of trouble with this flip here, but does end up nailing it. Needs to make the out of bounds movement work, and does so. As long as we don't have any sort of major flub here towards the end, and does make it onto the ice slide. So we will be seeing a bound bolt from Red Lunatic now. As we'll get those guesses in if you want to try your luck. I always kind of feel bad for the Gushins when they're out of water. They look so freaking, like, dehydrated and sad. Like, it's gonna be painful. Like, 90% made of water. Emrys in the chat coming out with the excellent advice. Always go for the hard strats no matter what. As you can see by the PBs and who is still involved in the tournament, definitely want to take Emrys' advice. Kappa. Love you, Emrys. Yeah, honestly, just collect all the moons and open the barriers manually. That is the best strategy. Definitely doesn't take a lot of time. Yeah, just be that guy that runs a certain category and calls it something else for the memes. Do an all moons run and submit it as your first any % run. Come on, man, it's the best I can do. I don't know any other route. If you don't accept my run, then you're just discriminating, man. It's the inferior player. Isn't nipple % like 5 minutes? Best of 70 nipple %. Very cool. Okay, Red Lunatic doing a bit of swimming here, a little bit suboptimal. Gonna be chasing down this rabbit for quite some time. Okay, Bliplo getting a pretty solid ending to the boss there. Pretty good job by Bliplo keeping the squid under control. Very cool. Alright, so Red Lunatic here heading over to Seaside now, but Bliplo's already done pretty much. Alright, all we gotta do is globe and get out of here. And bit of a fake sync here. I mean, in a imaginary alternate universe, could have seen a Seaside first from Bliplo and we're all tied up theoretically, but unfortunately, Bliplo just an entire kingdom ahead, and Red Lunatic with a pretty large mountain to climb at this point. Are you sure you're not reading those splits wrong, Danny? I believe it was a 4-second bulb. Almost 5. Making a quick work of Spirit here in Luncheon Kingdom. defeating the first of the 2 vomiting bosses. Still not sure why there's 2 vomiting bosses in a kingdom with only food, but very cool, Nintendo. Thank you. Oh my god, that was a fierce bonk there. Ooh, Red trying to cut things a little bit close. Maybe taking a booty burn on the lava before grabbing the moon underwater, but not a huge deal. At this point, Red really has very little chance to make up enough time to bot Bliplow, barring some sort of massive meltdown from Bliplow, but definitely wants to minimize those mistakes still, just for that opportunity. We did see a pretty large comeback a couple of games ago. We had about a 2-minute time difference been made up, but this one's looking like a bit larger than that at this point. Any Onyxers in the chat? Thank you, Shrek Dog, for your check-in. +5 Onyx for you. Make sure to play Super Dash, Mario Odyssey Paint. Coming out soon on Stream Deck. Steam Deck? What's it called? I get confused because the Steam Deck sounds a lot like Stream Dock. The only difference is like vowels, and my brain's pretty small, so like I just combine the two. Alright, time for the second climb here from Bliplow. Going to be collecting some moons on the way, starting with the timer challenge. Definitely some of the more fun moons, I would say, in terms of just general platforming and gameplay. Taking Cappy out of the equation, it feels a bit like you know, the SMS levels where they take away Flood. Which I at least enjoyed quite a bit. Wow, we actually have quite a few Red Lunatic supporters in the chat. I'm not seeing any Bliplow supporters. Apparently 100% of the Bliplow donos were coming straight from AC Money, just trying to rig the election. Kinda shameful. I must have missed something because I just looked back over to Red Lunatic's gameplay and I see about 5,000 captures coming out. So either there's some sort of controller malfunction or Red Lunatic had a meltdown on the boss. One of the two. And I guess the final cycle was not so keen or not so nice to him. I think that's certainly the case. I think there's definitely some sort of deeper conspiracy going on here. Channel points are becoming a bit much. The politics are pretty heavy. Something else that's heavy is this burb. ate a little bit too much soup. I'm gonna have to expel a bit of that soup back into the soup. Not sure if I would eat this soup, but some people say it looks tasty. Kind of weird thing to be into, honestly, but I mean, everyone has different tastes, I suppose. That is going to make me die. Laughter, honestly. I'm trying really hard not to laugh. Gotta maintain some minor level of professionalism here, but it's kind of impossible. RedLunatic gonna be taking a little of a booty dip in the Pepto-Bismol here, as the burb is dipping into the soup. Kind of a violent death. I mean, now not only do we have, you know, the bird puking into the soup, we also have a bird carcass which has exploded in the soup. I want to just throw the whole batch out, but Mario doesn't care. This is apparently what world peace looks like to Mario, and we're just gonna move on. We're just gonna say that's it. That's good enough. Mulan, I don't want to say this, but I literally thought, looking over at first, that emote was a Tepig smoking a cigarette. I was like, how did that get approved? Or not a Tepig, a Turtwig. Why did I said that yesterday too? Actually, I avoided saying that yesterday, and then I just came out and said it today. Like, alright, I was kind of sure I wasn't the only one. RedLunatic, are you okay? Do we need to send help? The captures are getting a little bit excessive at this point. You're going to run out of Switch memory. Alright, it is Ruined Kingdom, which I was told by the community is the Shoutout Kingdom, where I'm supposed to plug every single command I possibly know, so I'm just gonna keep going until I run out of exclamation points. Twitter, Charity. Okay, no, I disabled that one. Hold on, let me check Nightbot. What else we got? We got this incredibly useful command. If you didn't know what bits are, this is what bits are. Would love if you gave us tons of money. Feel free anytime. We will continue pouring them into events, which is pretty awesome. What else we got? Apparently we have a Facebook. Oh yeah, we have a TikTok. No, what? Okay, no TikTok command. All right, we're gonna have to hold on, everybody. I don't want to bait you like that. We have the TikTok. We have the technology. Alright. Very good. There's the TikTok. Very important. I'm gonna add that command right away. See, it's good we're doing this. It's good we're doing this. We're really making strides in the advertising department. What else we got? Oh, the schedule. I actually don't plug the schedule enough. If you want to keep up to date with everything going on, definitely bookmark the schedule. Very important. There's not much on the schedule right now, as next weekend is not planned out, but we're going to be having a bunch of SMO World Peace matches. Round 2 is happening next weekend, as well as the first qualifying matches for the SM64 Lockout Bingo Free-For-All tournament, which should be an experience, to say the least. I think there's going to be a ton of spaghetti, a lot of confusion. I think, like, 65% or so of the racers in that tournament have ever done a bingo before, so there's going to be a lot of lost souls, but I think it'll be entertaining. I am mega hyped for people to commentate SM64 bingo, although I think the commentary for those matches is going to be a bit tighter. There's definitely quite a few SM64 commentators that are itching to get in, so we'll have to see what is available. RedLunatic still spamming those captures. guys, it's not, you can't, I would give you guys the Tinder and the MySpace account for a global speedrun, but it's not Ruined Kingdom. We gotta wait till Red Lunatic gets there, and then I'll get the Tinder out, okay? I totally forgot about the volunteer form, too. That is indeed important. If you are knowledgeable about Super Mario Odyssey and or confident on a microphone, definitely show some interest in that. Blip Blow, gonna be turning the camera down, looking at the floor, playing some GoldenEye 007. Yeah, that's what I said, AC. Oh no! Taking too much. Okay, okay, we're still alive. We're still alive. Probably better to die at this point, but we're gonna go. No, what is this? Red Lunatic. Having a bit of a stuttering issue with the feet, the footwork not working out for Red. Please do not type in other languages. I don't want to have to moderate in Arabic. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Contrary to popular belief, I am not fluent in Arabic. Although maybe someday. It's all good, Jack. I'm sure he doesn't say anything terrible, but just not gonna even bother, especially while I'm commentating, and go and see what you're saying. Oh, okay, good. Red Lunatic, you got that Nintendo brand Switch ID, or not ID card, SD card, which, as we all know, is the only type of SD card that will work in Nintendo Switch, and definitely is not a scam. Thank you, Based Moobot, for deleting the cursed text. Very cool. Alright, Red Lunatic is continuing his capture spree while Blip Blow is already well deep into Bowser's here. Making his way up to the Bunnies fight and eventually the Mecha Brutal. Gonna be going for Bowser Jam here, but there's no way that connects, I don't think. I'm gonna be very surprised if it does. Oh my goodness! Alright. I know nothing about this game, please don't listen to me. I don't even know who let me on the comms. Blipblow fans in the chat confused, not supporting Blipblow in the prediction and just going to be supporting via text. I don't know if you realize, but betting with your channel points is the most important way to support. The only way to truly show to your sport is to gamble on your friends, your allies. Red Lunatic taking some nice photography here. Taking some time, you know, to take in the sights. Okay, yeah, nice. Good zoom in there. I mean, it's fair. I appreciate Red Lunatic still having the game open at a minimum. In my opinion, forfeiting, not a huge deal as long as you keep playing. Don't make it quite so obvious. Don't make you put up a BRB screen on your footage. I do appreciate that. Lunatic's taking in the sights. He's given us a nice little, I mean, Pokemon Snap, not really the game we're playing, but Super Mario Snap. Pretty relevant. Okay, Blipblow going for praise here. Not too surprising. Definitely a seasoned any percent and or any other category runner. Yeah. Red Lunatic honestly doing excellent work here, making sure that things get accurately reported. Nothing goes astray. History is written as was meant to be. Oh, that is good. That is definitely the best way to verify your speed game, as everyone knows, is to take random captures. I think that holds up on the leaderboards. And here it is, Mecha Brutal. We've been hyping it up as the giant fail point potentially for Bliplo. Will Bliplo be able to succeed here? Has some trouble on the climb, but does back it up nicely. No burb required. Hopper has been acquired. Harriet next on the list. Okay, so Red Lunatic is in ruins, so we do have time to plug the Instagram. Where's that at? Do we have it? Oh, that boom, we have it. Let's go. As we know, speedrunners use Instagram all the time. Definitely the most hype platform for speedrunning. Make sure you follow us on Instagram for occasional updates. I think we do actually update it quite a bit these days. I have no idea. I tried to log into Instagram for the first time in 3 years to check what's on our Instagram, and it kept literally looping like they were like, you need to review our new terms of service, and then it just kept like showing me a loading screen over and over, and then eventually it just tries to reload so much that the site legit locks you out. It's like, what? Okay. I don't want to use your website, but I guess I won't. Oh, we didn't plug the YouTube, man. Come on. What am I thinking? Alright, so Bliplo, done with the Bowser Kingdom. We're going to be heading over to Moon. Not much possibility for loss here, and really, realistically, you're going to have some sort of a console overheating issue, some sort of a crash. If Red Lunatic wants any hopes to come back, but Red Lunatic putting up a solid fight, taking a lot of photography, making a lot of memories on the way. You got to respect the grind. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's not always about the destination. Sometimes it's the friends we made along the way. I'm kind of disappointed Bliplo didn't go for Mooncave here, but I will forgive him not attempting to throw the match. It's respectable. It's respectable. I could see why he wouldn't go for Mooncave, but I mean, you always want to see it, right? I mean, if Red Lunatic finishes the run and goes for Mooncave, I will literally just turn off the stream. I'm not gonna lie. Like, we'll keep going, but I'm gonna turn off this rebroadcast and throw up the next one. I'm definitely not gonna sit here and watch an extra 15 minutes because of Moon Cave. If a runner's legitimately trying to beat the game, sure. But if we're just beeping around, yeah, we're gonna do something else. We're doing something else. Split Blow is taking out the evil bosser right now. A very scary, spooky dude. He spits fire. He's got very stylish hair, which is quite possibly the most intimidating part. The only thing more intimidating, perhaps, is the number of captures on Red Lunatic's disc right now. Because there's no disc involved, though. I'm just a boomer. Used to everything being discs.
Kids these days don't know that we used to get our Nintendo games on CDs.
I remember my first Nintendo cassette tape. Good times. Imagine if Speedrun had a telegram. That would be powerful. Not sure why we would have one or what we would do. Perhaps something to combat our sometimes dead Discord server. Definitely ! Discord in the chat if you want to have discussion about upcoming events or just post some PBs. Chat with some of the runners in the tournaments. A pretty cool place to be. Definitely underrated area. Definitely follow Global Speedrun on LinkedIn. Alright, the final fireballs coming out from Bowser here are going to be loading up into the pillar segment. And we will see if Fliplo is able to close this one out. We could see 17 deaths on pillars, which would allow Lunatic to have enough time to catch up, but we'll have to see what happens. Anything can happen in the race, I think is what I'm supposed to say. And Blipblow, honestly, playing really close to PB here. I didn't even realize how close we were. Gonna be about a minute off of PB here if all goes well, even less potentially. Cat Jams and the Peppy D's in the chat, you love to see it. Very powerful. Just missing the sub 116, but not bad. 22 seconds off of the PB. Very powerful run from our gamer Blipblow. But Red Lunatic is still going. GG's coming out in the restream chat. Very good sportsmanship from our gamers. You love to see it. Oh, we get to hear the captures now. It's not, we don't even just get to see them, we get to hear them. We get the full capture experience. Love to hear it. Oh my goodness, I was terrified. This mech fight is looking hot so far from Red. And I mean, this is why I was talking up Red. I mean, not putting up the best show here today, but definitely has the potential to do great things in World Peace. Maybe just some routing learning needs to be done here. A little bit more comfortability with the route. I'm not sure how much Red's been playing either. The thing about RedLunatic is I don't believe Red streams too much. RedLunatic does have a Twitch page which you can follow, as well as Flipflow. Plug them in the chat real quick. But mostly focusing on that YouTube, which is pretty rare for a speedrunner, but is the case. I even follow, I think I do follow RedLunatic on YouTube. Let me see if I can find that. Plug that instead. Probably more useful now that I think about it. That's what I like to hear. The follows coming in for our boy Red. Better hear some more alerts coming through. Unless I know the chatters aren't doing their job. Gonna be a little bit disappointed. So feel free to subscribe to Red on YouTube. Like I said, a little bit more active on there. That's what I'm talking about. All right, we need some more default Streamlabs alerts. Where are the followers? Get in there. Follow this gamer. You're all good, Red. I don't care at all. As long as an effort is put in, that's totally fine with me. Especially in these early matches. If it's like grand finals and there's like 1,000 people watching, I might be a little bit peeved, but like, not a huge deal. It doesn't even have partner. Imagine not having partner. Are you talking about on Twitch? Because getting partner on Twitch is like super hard. I think the word you are thinking of is affiliate. Affiliate, you need like 3 average viewers. Partner, you need 75. So it's a slight difference. A little bit more difficult. Solid vectoring here from RedLunatic, flying across the moon right now. Doesn't even need Cappy to fly. Very cool. Low gravity Mario is pretty awesome, I'm not gonna lie. Pretty cool feature in this game. Now, like I said, I'm pretty sure the only time Red really ever goes live is to compete in these tournaments, at least that I've seen. Pretty sure I've been following Red on Twitch since like 2019 at the very earliest. Or latest. Don't know what word I'm looking for, but I don't think I've ever just walked into a RedLunatic stream. See, I literally just said I was gonna just close the stream if we saw the cave. AC trying to get this match over with. Oh? Oh? Okay, what do we got here? Alright. Okay, we're going back up. Yes, please follow us on Facebook as our preferred mode of communication outside of Twitch. Follow us on Facebook Gaming, where we run our full tournaments. This is just one of those, you know, off-the-side tournaments. The big ones, they all happen on Facebook, so you want to make sure to get followed. We'll be wrapping up this one shortly, as soon as Red finishes up the Bowser fight and the escape sequence, but we've got a lot more Super Mario Odyssey World Peace to go. We have 4 more matches coming up. So that's around 8 hours more of content. And I know I am excited. Everybody else should be as well. Red burning his booty here a little bit. And rolling under the fire for some swag points. Okay, Bliplo going for IP skip here. Dispatching Bowser, getting Peach crushed by a giant boulder, and that's it. That's the game. That's Super Mario Odyssey. Okay, 2 DSS attempts not going through. Saving some video files though, adding to the collection. See if 2D skip is a success. Indeed it is. Gotta get everybody's favorite XD skip. There it is. Okay, very massive. XD's in the chat if you are a fan of Small Ant. Looks like Coolcade is a fan of Small Ant. Very cool. Let's get those cool cats in the chat. Not cool cats. I mean, you spam some cool cats in the chat. Cool Cat Gang is taking over. Definitely an interesting match from Red Lunatic. I think we could have seen a little bit better time from him if he, you know, buckled down and tried a little bit harder. But I can totally understand putting in the minimum amount of effort after all the things that happened in the early game. Do appreciate him sticking it through to the end, and we will see if either runner wants to hop in for some post-game interviews. Have some deep and meaningful conversations about the world, perhaps. Oh, okay. I did the wrong timer. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just pretend it didn't happen. Nobody saw anything. Get a little bit of question marks in the chat, seeing if either player wants to do an interview. Looks like Red wants to hop in here. Oh, and Bliplo, let's go! Let's go. Okay, double interview. You love to see it. I gotta pour my newscaster glass of water here. Very important. Got the Discord notifications popping up, very epic and cool. Go ahead and get rid of the game audio since we are going to have some double audio if not the case. Bliplo and Red Lunatic joining me in the comms booth. How are you gamers doing? How are you feeling about your runs?
It was a disaster.
Yeah, I could see the mental breakdown happening out of the corner of my eye. Oh god, that was loud.
Solid.
Yeah, Bliplo, your run's pretty good. I mean, you're like, what, 32 seconds or something after PB?
Yeah. Was not bad at all.
So Red, what was the final nail in the coffin there that made you start the Rage Captor sequence, the photo snap adventure?
I think it was the Valor dive on tower skip and wooded.
Yeah, that was pretty hard to watch. A lot of early deaths. I mean, I don't blame you for tapping out, but I do appreciate it. Because I am doing commentary and restream at the same time, and I forgot here, I will very professionally line things up for you now while talking. Very cool and epic. Which brings me to the point, I mean, if anybody wants to volunteer for commentary, feel free to do so. It will definitely increase the stream quality. But otherwise, I mean, Blow, moving on in the tournament. Let's see who you're facing next. Gonna be going up against... Where are you in the bracket? Gonna be going up against Robin. How you feeling about that match?
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it should be a close one. Be close in PBs, I do believe. Although I have completely lost track of everybody's PBs in the spreadsheet, so I don't want to call anything. But as far as, you know, entrance PBs, you guys are pretty close together. Well, I think we will take a little bit of a break here, and I will get set up for the next match. Hopefully, we have some comms lined up. I'm pretty excited. We got King Carmen versus Starcast coming up. We got Thero and Scotch and Tie Guy on commentary, who are both in person live together. So it should be an interesting dynamic. I'm not sure if they've ever met up before. Should be a fun time. But thank you to both you, Bliplow, and Red Lunatic for participating and, you know, putting on a good show for everybody.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
hosting.
All right, take a short break and be back in just a minute, so hang tight, everybody.